Hi and welcome to this video on Destiny 2. This video is covering the last bit of what I wanted to show off for what's it called the DualSense Edge controller. This is the next edge in gaming because of what it can actually do for you and overall use. This video is maximum gameplay. I did record one that was like the previous two videos in this saga in Maximum Nerd. This is going to be the last one and final one. I'm not even going to reference those. This is just going to be maximum gameplay. I'm even in a chat to our party chat to just talk to you. Or yeah, to just talk to you if I want to, but I don't. People aren't typically in game chat and things work how they work, so I just have to work with it kind of thing. This is going to be in PvP using this build. The first video in this saga, this is the part I'm going to reference, was on this build technically and showing off how this button setup seems weird, but actually works with the DualSense Edge capabilities. I am currently on, if you have watched episode 2, on Brick, just to clarify. Um, and I can actually change the game chat audio balance. I want to see how well that functions. Exactly how well you would think. Cool. Or how it's press a button, it's press two buttons, and it's exactly how you would want it to go, where it's maximum go, if you spam it, kind of thing, where it's easy to spam, but good, easy, precise as well. Um, I am going to do a couple matches of this because this is where I really like to fight. I really like 3v3. I like 6v6 to an extent, but I prefer 3v3 just head to head. Because what I like to do, and you will see me do this a whole lot, is go in not to punch. It is not punch ranges. I like this to this range. The different frames of different weapons, even the same type, like auto and auto, have different ranges. Precision frame has the kind of longest. I forget if high impact has longer range, but it has longer range. And longer range, not from the range stat. I do want to clarify. The frame actually changes how those stats impact it, which is actually really cool. Like, for an example, lightweight handling means less, actually. It means less because lightweight gives it just half of what handling does. It doesn't give it the aim down sight speed buff, I believe, but, or by what it says, because handling does all this. It just gives everything else, which, or I think it just gives. I don't know how much it actually gives of handling, but it basically just gives you high handling by itself. You don't need high handling with that. Same with other weapons here and there, and there's other things like why this roll is what I'm wanting. I'm wanting the extra wall, because I technically don't have a wall. I have this, but I have something better than a wall in my personal opinion, because of how I like to play, which is that, which is Healing Burst for me, and then that, which is extra walls, so I have to crouch behind them, but two walls guarantee that no one's ever expecting to actually be used. Perfect. And I can technically, and I do really want to use this, as a run-in, dodge back, using them to scare people, or hopefully they actually stay there and they're not in like something that completely negates this, but my allies shoot them as they're going, or when they pop up, to make that instant shatter of both of them, and then go from there. Like, I would love to have two stasis people, but without bullshit like Duskfield, two Duskfield grenades. Not a Warlock stasis because I hate that melee. If you don't know, it's a guaranteed freeze, and there's a grenade that is called the Seeker grenade or Cold Snap. Yeah, Cold Snap. That is a seeking grenade that is a guaranteed freeze. The guaranteed freeze is, if you're good, is a guaranteed kill. I have fought, so the people that use that subclass are only people that abuse the subclass. I would love to play with people that understand the subclass, like Duskfield, even on a Titan or Hunter, even Warlock, Duskfield. But I do not want to play with the Warlock because that melee is just, I use it in my PvP Warlock set, but if I am playing a Warlock on PvP, I already am hating my life to an extent. Or not hating my life, not going to enjoy it. And this is, again, maximum gameplay. I just want to cover all this, just how this works and how I am going to be playing. Because I play with the intention of working with my team. Sometimes, like even in Marvel Rivals, in any game I play, I go in, my team doesn't. So I get popped like a zit. Nothing I can do about it. It happens. I try again. I try again, and then eventually try and get better with my team. Like, you'll even see me turn completely 180 and go back to my team. 90, whatever I need to do, and work around my team, even without communication. In Marvel Rivals, whatever have you, I try my best to work with my team. Which is when people talk shit about me, I I just want to like Gib Smack. I mean, if you don't understand Gib Smack, NCIS is actually a pretty good show. It's one of those detective-ish shows. It's I believe the Navy's yeah, I think it's Navy something something something. Um, it's basically their detective agency. Every single crime there is committed on a Navy officer in some way, shape, or form, which is why they're always in uniform. It's actually pretty good how it's done. It's like Bones, if you've watched that, it's pretty good. But in CIS, Gibbs has a patented, basically, Gibbs smack. It's basically think. It's like how people smack a computer to get it to think a little bit better. Gib smacks the back of his coworkers and I don't know the right word. This is not right. This is not who Gibbs is. This is not who I am. Underlings. I don't even like saying that in any context here. Villains have underlings. His not employees, but the people that work under him. That thing. I don't know what to call that position. That's what I mean by thing. That position. They typically, or sometimes one of them typically gets Gibbs smacked because he doesn't fully think through things. Literally a sentence more, and he had it. And it's typically like the thing that makes Gibb have to walk a whole lot. So it's just, dude, fucking think, and walks. He still does it. He still likes him. He still gives him coffee and donuts if he feels really, really generous. But he's like the dad of the group. He's fucking think. That's what he's doing, and that's why I said Gib smack because it's I'm not doing bad, you're doing bad, and I verbally Gib smack them because I go off. I say everything I possibly can, but I do compliment them whenever they do actually do something good. Like, damn, that's a good old, but shit everywhere else. Get better, please. You're actually pretty good. If it's like a good old, like actually really good old, depending on what it was, depending on how it was used, blah 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 blah. With all that said, shown and done. Hopefully that was not a long time. 7 minutes. Hell yeah. Competitive. Here we go. This sounds more likely. I'm gonna try it. Does not. Ooh. Hopefully people are playing this. Hell yeah. Already got a teammate or an enemy. Timey-wimey things involved here. I hope that that person is Grip. Their name is just Grip. Very self-explanatory. Very good name. They're level 5. I hope they gave me that or they accept that friend request because holy shit, they're one of the best gamers I've ever seen. And you will see why. And this is an amazing first match to show off how I play. This game is going through growing pains. It has had multiple times where it's going through growing pains, like for an example, when AE was introduced. And I'm using this time to nerd out a little bit because it's so called Maximum Nerd. AE was introduced very with growing pains. And I know growing pains personally, and I know them intimately, and I do mean that word kind of. It's not sexual, just I know every nook and cranny of that bitch. Um that I am 6'2". I grew, I skipped sizes repeatedly to the point of I had hand me ups. Or, no, I did not have hand me ups. I gave out hand me ups. And that's insane to think about. And I'm flying in. Hell yeah. That's why I didn't care. Um, so I know growing pains, but AE, and I'm still loading in, AE was introduced very not all or nothing. Very go see where it rolls, see where it lands, that general thing. But this now is actually pretty good. I do highly suggest it being more of like a possibility to hit and not a not going to, where it's less accuracy, more possibility. If that makes any sense, where it's less like it's possibility to crit, where even if you hit the head, you might not get the crit with airborne effectives. Like because it's meant to negate like the shotgun abusers, sniper abusers, the ones that can just 360 no scope if they don't have airborne effectiveness and just absolutely fucking annihilate you easily. Grip. I actually have a pretty interesting grip because of how the paddles work, which is something kind of cool. I am literally just going to watch them and show them what I got. Hopefully they understand what I'm going to try and do. And hopefully, wait, do they have the rose? This might work. Oh, beautiful. Are they using Spooderman? They are using the Spoodermans. Oh, please work with me. Yeah, Spooderman. If they're on voice shot, I would have left the party. Oh, this is going to be fun. Oh, I don't know how I dodged. I am glad I did. Ha! Shit! I'm gonna stop talking. I need to focus. This is PvP, and I am not that good at just being talky. Unless that is all I'm trying to do. This dude is really good, and dude is gender neutral, which is why I defaulted to dude, but this dude is absolutely insane and just good. I wish I was talking to them because that would be so
that right there is why I make the
fun.
That is actually really good.
I don't know them.
Because that's
They
able
got
to
to
be
request
actual
me, and this is
wall
not a
that I don't
call
have to
for
crush
help or
behind,
anything like
like
that.
with the
Just I do respect people and say when
and
people
that
are
is why I
good.
have
This
that.
person impressed me every step of the way. And keep in mind, people, and people as everyone watching this, they're level 5. I would love to teach them and show them the
I'm still
ways
trying
of
my
the
best to get used to
bungle,
it.
even with the bungee jank. I would
actually
show them how to
don't
get out of the
think so.
map. There's such a fun way in the Dreaming City, but all these different things. Oh, fuck yeah. Come here, bitch. I know how to use Titan movement, and so does he. Or he knows how to use Warlock. Or she, technically. Hell yeah. Please rock out with me, please. I'm gonna instantly fringe you if you rock out. No, rock out with me, please. Okay. And people don't typically do that. Which is why I said rock out with me, please. I like just vibing. It was not because I want to instantly friend them. Even if they do it again, even how they're playing, I might just friend request them because this is literally what I want for a friend. Somebody that can just back me up. This is just good. If we got vibing and could vibe, we could do some scary shit. They have heavy. Oh, it's a wave frame. They actually can't really kill me. That's not a wave frame! I thought it was a wave frame. I misheard. Well, you know what? He had to take his time, which let my friend take his time. So, I'm saying he, to boil it down, is easier for me to say he than she. And that is where the melee can come in handy for damage, but I typically use it for movement, because I actually have less on the melee. Then if I just use it for movement, please let me free somebody! I missed! No, 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 no. No, no, I am gone, motherfucker. My friend's behind you. Oh, I'm friend requesting you. You are a gorgeous soul. Become my friend, please. I'm not gonna play with them in it. I might say hi and say making video, and that's about it. But damn, I'm sorry, Grip. You actually have a very funny username because I don't even know if it's anything inappropriate. It actually might be very good, which makes it even better. Bounce! Didn't have enough momentum. If I had enough momentum into that, I could actually bounce off the wall, get some good movement, and then get gone from a melee there if I didn't use it as a weapon. I'm saying all these different things because information, not actually as a gripe. I'm okay with dying, like I said, and we're even winning, so it's not really that bad of a thing. And the biggest thing here is actually the different elements and the autos. Like if I had an SMG here, it wouldn't work as well. Oh, that was a beautiful grenade. Or at least attempt. Not really. Oh, fuck. No, 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 no. No. Fuck you. I punch first. I tossed that. That was good on them. They're actually using thermite effectively. That's really impressive. Oh, heavy. LMG. Oh, that's pleasant. Oh, so close. Every single one of my videos so people can get to know me. This person, Grip, is absolutely insanely good at this game. I genuinely mean that. They're only level 5. The shit they're doing consistently. They're not cheating as well because I see how they're dying here, different things like that. They're not cheating. They're just good. And I thoroughly, thoroughly enjoy that type of playstyle, like how they're just using things and being good with them. I hope they keep playing the game and thoroughly enjoy it. I thought my Titan body could sustain more there, but they didn't use heavy. That was a good play on their part. Damn. Damn, Grip! Damn! How the fuck? You're a good 5. Damn. Well, that was heavy. That's not what you could have really done there. Let me get you, let me get you, let me get you, let me get you. No, no, no. Titan body! Hell yeah, don't die again, please. At least not instantaneously. Ah, I hate it when people do this shit. Maximum range. At least we can get inside, and they have the lead. We just have to get a kill, get the inside. And this shit isn't they weren't using maximum range. I don't like having to swap everything, even when I do go. Like, this is meant to be versatile. This isn't versatile enough where they completely counter swap me. This isn't fucking Overwatch or Marvel Rivals where that's built into the game itself. Like, here, that's in my range, fucker. Get in my range and I kill you, and you know it. You're just a fucking bitch. And you still have heavy somehow. Okay. Damn! That was pain. You know what? Good on you. I was just kind of farming you. That did completely shut me down. Like, good super. That was a voice crack. And I don't know if I said this. Titan is the soldier. Titan is not the puncher, which is why I really like the versatility of Titan. Oh, you know how to. Please, friend request me. You know how to use that shit. You know the power of it. You are terrifying. You're only level 5. If you are not, if you are not, what's it called, smurfing, you are fucking good. And I say you as in Grip. Grip, you are one of the best fucking players I have ever seen. Damn. Shotguns. I hate shotguns. Why can't Titans one shot when that's basically what that was? He'll be on a longer cooldown even. That was just bullshit. Yeah, that was an amazing game though. That was just fucking bullshit. And Titan is a soldier as an all-around use cases, all-around usefulness, all-around whatever I meant to put him. He did really fucking good. Or she. Just fucking damn. Did they actually friend request me? I do want to say you did really, really good. Damn. Hopefully, damn does not get censored. No, they're not accepted yet. Hopefully, they do. I will play another match and then see. That was an amazing show of how it could work because holy shit. And speaking of, yep, never mind. I was in duos. There we go. And keep in mind, this build, I could actually just, after this match, I'm actually going to take this build into higher end, not exactly high end, PvP. Or PvE, not PvP. Hmm. I want something solo that I can actually do. You know what? A dungeon. This is higher end. There's a lot of high health boys. It's not that easy. A good build makes it pretty easy, but it is not that easy. I am just trying to figure out exactly what cool, exactly what dungeon to run. Most likely solo. Okay, don't know any of them. I don't think. I genuinely hope Grip accepts my friend request because they were amazing player. I'm trying to pick one that I haven't done in a good bit. I'm trying to consider if I can do Spire with this. I don't want to try and kill those eyes. I've done the Moon one, done Dreaming City. You know what? Maximum gameplay. I'm gonna do a good bit of the Dreaming City just to show off, or Shattered Throne, because that one and show off the gameplay. Not me. The gameplay is gorgeous. Not even my build. Just that dungeon is my personal favorite area to go to. It's just fucking gorgeous. And the Dreaming City itself, because in lore technically it doesn't exist. Yes, perfect map. And if we as in the possible hypothetical person I play with in the future, if we actually do have a different map that my build will not work with at all, like I don't have anywhere I can actually fight, I'll actually swap it up with like a pulse rifle, something that is still in the general auto rifle feel. I like how I can shoot a whole lot and not necessarily need dynamic spray reduction, but still, which is why I like Punisher over Hella, like completely and utterly. I'm able to hit more shots with the auto versus dink, 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 which is why I don't like hand cannons personally. Now, what you're about to see is a 22 plus year old man bitch about shotguns for a good chunk of this video. Shotguns are bullshit, I don't even know how to balance them. I wish there was a way to easily balance them, but oh my fuck, they are not fun to fight against. Like right now, I have to play at distance. I can't do anything else. And the thing that makes it so much worse is they know that and they use it to their advantage just to get away from me. Because of how the shotgun works, it doesn't have any reliable counters because all they have to do is get close enough. And you're going to hear me bitch even more. Just, it needs a good counter. The power of having good ears. Ah, fuck. The power of not having special ammo. I had to try and get a good angle. I was testing them there. I know not to try and just jump. I have to be able to get them through their special ammo. I cannot just fight them. Which fucking, and spam crouching bullshit. They crouched once, I just fucked. Okay, both of them are PvP fuckboys. Awesome. I hate it when I have to take it up a whole lot. I can, easily. I just don't like to. Didn't know they were right there. Okay. God damn it, I don't like revving up the engine. Especially for games. I just want to have fun. This isn't even comp. I had a chiller to... Motherfucking shotgun bitch. Okay. I saw him getting kills in the kill. Why can't Titan melee one shot? You have to hear this. It's not that loud because I don't really care about footsteps, but it's a lot louder. You hear thud, 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 thud. A fuck ton of damage, and they're gonna get heavy ammo. PvP fucking fuck boys. Where did he... Did he back up? I hate hunters. Hunters are typically PvP fuckboys, which is why I said I hate hunters. Gonna stop complaining and just suck it up. I hate these people. Can you at least... No, no, you're just gonna... Okay. Yeah, fun. I'm just gonna do this emote. Gonna leave. Fuck you. You're not fun to play against. This is not competitive. And I hope those fuckers don't even watch my videos. Or they do and learn something. Because, oh my god, they're not fun to fight against. I don't use shotguns because of that. He just barrel stuffed me, and ta-da, he has a kill. I prefer sniper deaths. I can accept a sniper. I can accept a fusion rifle. I just have to get better. How do I get better than close the gap, pull the trigger? Just, and they could be brilliant people. They could be absolutely intelligent people. But oh my fuck! Get a kill with something else. I hate those kills. I hate them so much. Just instant boom. I can't do shit. And the only way a Titan can now, they used to be able to one shot, and I really think they should go back to, especially shoulder charge. Thunderclap is a one shot. Thunderclap is like the inverted of what shoulder charge is. Shoulder charge of every flavor should be a one shot again. Uh, to clarify, just to fully clarify what I mean by shoulder charge, I mean stuff like this. Hammer Strike, Shield Bash, not Shield Throw, Shield Bash, not Frenzy Blade. Frenzy Blade does enough damage as it is, no matter how you're wanting to use it. These should be a one shot, which will allow the Ignite to work in PvP reliably. It would allow different build crafting elements, and in things like this, it would allow you to run up, boom, get that one shot in PvP, and if they're, say, in a super, that suppress will guarantee they're out of it and a good cleanup afterwards, so you feel even better getting that. It's not just a cleanup and then, oh, they shotgun me. You could actually possibly hit it, melee them, and you're good. If you can get that off, where it's boom, boom, and you don't try and like get a shot off. That general thing. And I do think it should be that good, fine tuned. Like, say for example, Golden Gun Hunter, that one shot is a one shot because there's no damage reduction. But when there's like 20, I think, or less, 20 or more technically, damage reduction in the super, I believe it should not one shot them. But even max resilience, I believe it should one shot them. Just to clarify. This does not have a shoulder charge. Arc should also have a one shot there because that would allow you to just do an entire area. And imagine in PvP, the Titan, and keep in mind they can balance it in a different way besides making not a one shot. Make it where it's audible as fuck. Where, like, for an example, make it flavored. Where when you have arc, or an arc shoulder charge, and the shoulder charge is ready to go. It is maximum thunderstorm where you are the thunderstorm. Shotguns, not to nerf shotguns, because I cannot think of an actual balanced way to nerf shotguns. The only thing I could think of is shoot it and then punch. Like, that's it. You have to have that extra boom boom. Always that extra boom boom. But that itself is not enough time. No weapon can beat that. Even no weapon, even pre-fire fusion rifles, pre-charged fusion rifles could not beat that. Like, at all. And I didn't even playtest that. I just know they cannot beat that, just to clarify. Like, there is no way to balance the bullshit a shotgun brings, and there's shit like this. I believe this. No, Chaperones is a precision frame, but a slug, not this, which is even scarier. All they have to do is hit a crit. And it's insane how this actually functions, how shotguns work in PvP. I don't think they should be outlawed or banned or whatever. I don't think it should ever really get nerfed in what I'm saying. There just has to be, like, even glaives. They should be not glaives. Should be faster TTK than glaives and should actually be the counter to glaives if they're blocking and trying to just melee. Because sometimes they try and block and melee and try and block and shoot, but I think a shotgun is a good counter if you can bang bang into that shield because it's damage reduction, not damage negation. So if you have a lot of pellets doing damage instances, I believe you can just destroy that person. I believe in maybe even in one shot, most likely two. Actually, most likely one shot because it gives you a bigger area to hit. That's actually a pretty cool concept. Um, I don't know. I really want somebody to test that with, but that's why shotguns are busted, but I don't know how to balance it. Even with a shoulder charge being able to one shot. I'm still gonna bitch about shotguns. I'm gonna say I could have killed you there, but lag, because typically I hit the target, but it takes a second to register and then it kills them. But I'm already dead, so it doesn't actually kill them. And sometimes it hits, takes my charge, doesn't kill them, I die, and my charge is actually gone. That happens a lot, and it's really annoying. So it wouldn't actually help it, and that's how Destiny works. It does not have dedicated servers, which is why it doesn't actually feel as good as another game or any game under the sun because it doesn't have dedicated servers. But that itself also feels like paracausality because it's not just paracausality is it doesn't compute, but it also doesn't compute with willpower. Keep in mind that Titan is forcing himself forward that direction on that thrust with his arm and just maximum in that direction. That is paracausality, but with force and emphasis behind it. Force and potential, force and push. And I did go in a lot of nerd about Destiny. If you do want to see that video, and I might actually, I might actually just post that by itself. Never mind. I might actually just do that. But if you do want to see it, do comment down below. I forget exactly what I was doing. That's why I was scrolling through all that. Oh, yeah, I was talking about shotguns, bitching about shotguns. Shit. Well, I did say I was going to just play PvE, and I did decide on Shattered Throne. There we go. How much longer? 30. Okay. After I get. Okay. I do not know how else to explain each one of these words besides how I describe them. I'm going to describe them as I go. I've played this dungeon solo a whole lot, even solo cleared it a whole lot. I really like this dungeon. Newer dungeons, solo clearing them, even Spire. That's genuinely impressive my personal opinion. Spire's not that hard, but the eyes and different encounters can get pretty fucking tedious solo. But this is fun. This is just fun in my personal opinion. And keep in mind, I'm the crazy person that likes transit in Black Ops 2. Oh yeah, I was no, that was in okay. I am gonna edit that video if I do make that a video. If you do want me to make that video, please say that. But something that you can actually help me with here, if you do want to, I really don't care. Even if you're like 10 years in the future, do comment if you want to, because it's something funny, and I do sometimes comment on different videos that are very old, not thinking that are gonna get a comment because it made me smile. If you want to make yourself smile, go ahead, and hell, I might actually respond to it. Who knows? Now that, with that said, fuck. I was gonna say something. I don't have the right. There we go. And keep in mind, this is the exact same build in PvE. This is higher in because you can see a lot of high health boys, and I do like this one over the moon one because of that. And because of how I'm using two primary weapons, different things like that, I just have to work around it. And how different things work in different things. Like, for an example, what did I just... Okay. Well, that showed off what I was wanting, but not exactly. I did not know he could shatter them. That symbol down below means if I die, I don't get a respawn right here. So I need to play good. Oh, I thought it was closer. Yep. That is not where I wanted. Oh, damn, that's a big AoE. Don't get closer. Come on. Come on. I'm having to use two primary weapons. I typically would have a special here. And specials do more damage. I'm saying all that because I'm trying my best to talk and play games when I shouldn't really do that if I can't. What was I gonna say? I typically use builds that are very fun, not necessarily off first glance very good, because I know for a fact there is not metas. There is metas like with the toaster when it first released, like that thing was fucking, huh. But it made you want to get it, but it also showed off why it was so potent. The moment it didn't have the quest it had, just look that shit up. It's genuinely really gorgeous, and they said they're gonna go back to things like that, and I really look forward to it. Like Barrow Dyad, I think that's how you say it. In the next expansion or not expansion episode is going to have a very similar get procedure. I'm guessing it's going to be similar to like what's it called? The special ammo pistol that started the special ammo pistol thing. Forerunner. There we go. It is literally the Halo reference. There's multiple Halo references. I can't wait for the exotic sword combining the two swords, like an update to the 30th anniversary of like the 35th anniversary or something like that, giving it where, or updating that where it gives you a free, like if you have the pack, it gives you that, and if you don't have the pack, you buy it and you get both. But it gives you an exotic and a couple other things where it's combining half truths and other half, giving you the truth. Like, oh, the truth, like the grenade launch. It should be, okay, shouldn't be void. It should release when Nightmares release, if Nightmares is going to be the next Darkness subclass, because it has to be something in between Light and Dark, because that's what Void is. Sorry for going nerd here, but Light and Dark is in between, or Void is basically in between Light and Dark. It is basically where the lines are so very thin. Nightmares, I believe, is in the same place because of how emotional these elements are. And I think that's where Nightmares is. It's like Void, and I believe Nightmares is going to be the next subclass, because that is just the next element. It's right there. I believe they're going to introduce like Resonance and Weapons of Sorrow as like a side subclass because they have things. Okay, the future of Destiny is this setup. These two, where there's transcendence. I do think they should extra utility abilities at some point, and extra prismatic grenades to expand what prismatic can do. But I think prismatic grenades should only be on prismatic, but utility abilities should be expanded across the entire subclass. Like for an example, that's a circle, that's a diamond. I have to go here to then equip all of these, and then go here, and I can't do anything. Like that shows off what this is. And technically, there could be something on the other side. Don't know what the hell that would be. The next game. Savathun, what do you know? You moth lady. I'm not even gonna call her a bitch because I actually respect her. She's the reason why humans survive. She's the reason why guardians exist. I understand how she actually saved us and constantly saved us. And the Witch Queen campaign, we're actually in the wrong. I would say, you know what? Help us, help you. We work with you, you do that. We just like hide your shit in the most voidiest of void pocket dimensions of voiditude. This will not get hurt, and boom, traveler can't get damaged. Try as witness, bitch. Ha ha! Like, what is the witness really gonna do? That would negate the portal problem. That would negate so many different things if it's built properly. Like, possibly, not necessarily, because it's a soul link. Like, hell, if it's made in void tech, like the possibilities are insane for what exactly Savathun as a friend could do. And if Savathun ever becomes a full-fledged friend, I would love to hear Neon Nerd become a compliment. Personally, with her little ghost fucker. I really want to just grab him, not crunch him, grab him and just look at him. Like, I could have done this so many different times, you neon nerd, and toss him. And like, because he is just a fucking dick. I would still be his friend, just he's a fucking dick. Um, the but Savathun, if she ever does become a full fledged friend, her ghost is kind of a full fledged friend, did a whole lot of benefits and different things like that. But Savathun, she could easily introduce the beyond. I don't. Okay, I think if they ever introduce a Hive Guardian, I think it should actually be another character. And I am just gonna swap character. I'm gonna do maximum gameplay a little bit more after this. Cool. Like how you have these three, and you can only have three classes. You're meant to have one, two, three, Titan, Warlock, Hunter. These are the different classes. I think they should introduce another class slot, and if they ever do introduce another thing like this, another class slot to make it ease of use. Now, I think they should introduce. I really think they should introduce the concept of Hive Guardian as playable characters. And I personally suggest, I personally, how I would actually, and I'm saying this on video because I talked about my aim assist concept and they did it before me and I love it. So if they're listening, and I don't care, I do not care if you're listening, please do this. Please genuinely do this. And I will not even take credit. I just wanted to say it because I'm excited for it and thank you because I want to see it in action. And I don't know if that burp was audible. Excuse me. Sorry if it wasn't. I don't know if I actually said excuse me. I do think being able to play Hive Guardians has a place. I don't know how they're going to get through doors. I don't know how they're going to do a whole lot in PvP and different things like that. But I think the balancer is like when they crouch, they don't actually crouch. They like become an acolyte. I think something like that where hell, the crouch input for the Hive Guardians is just becoming an acolyte, or some of them like the Hive Guardian can become a Thrail. Where hell, they can become okay. I'm gonna say that because I'm sitting in a wooden chair. It's really not comfortable, and you just heard a move on my wooden floor. Um, now, and I do pay attention to how wiggly the seats are, or the not the seat, the legs are. Just to clarify, because that's not good for the wooden chair. But I do make sure it's not breaking if it is starting to break enough, because the seats always the wiggle's always going to be there. I can never fix that, even if I just tighten it down. It's gonna start wiggling very fast. So I just have to make sure it's not wiggling enough. When it's wiggling enough, I start tightening down. If it can still work, and if it can't, I can put something in it, tighten it down, like a cloth, something like that. Keep adding, keep adding, keep adding. If you don't know, that would work. Paper towels technically would also work. Something to add more width on the inside of the screw, just to clarify. Um, And that is superb redneck engineering, just to clarify. But as I was saying, and something that made me laugh is the hunter equivalent for it. And I do think the different subclasses should be like hunter, titan, warlock. That should be payback. I started this conversation because, and I, I do say comment if you have anything you want to talk about, because I do try and have conversations with you, the viewer. I would love to have a conversation with somebody I'm playing with, because that just sounds like a lot better for you. Because my videos aren't as good as they can be, because I'm just talking. There's nothing for me to bounce off of besides what I'm seeing, which is why I just try and do things to try and help do this and different things like that to help me flow a lot better. I'm not good in solo play. I am good in solo play, but wordage. um, Hunter is, okay, how to put this? Each class should be the equivalent, like the Hunter Solar, the Void Titan, the Arc Warlock should all be equivalents in the for classes and subclasses should be equivalents in this new class. This new class should have a completely new like armor setup, completely new everything, where it's payback, because that's all gonna be hopefully in like a $50 package. Or not 50, 40. 40 for payback purposes. Because Operation Payback is what I heard it was called, and payback instantly brings to mind the community hates them. The community has always hated them. Try and do something that completely pays back that trust. We're giving you this at this price. Please pay for it. Like they do, and say I say please pay for it, not them. Just to clarify, I say please pay for it because the game has always been good. Forsaken made the game good. Once Forsaken hit and the campaigns before Forsaken were good, just didn't have good weapons. Didn't have good gameplay. Like picturing the gameplay it had, oh, those wouldn't be fun. But with the weapons, with the abilities, with how it functioned when Forsaken dropped, oh, it was amazing. It was genuinely fun. And the story, different things like that. Like all of the game is fun. Just Forsaken was the keystone to make this game good, which is why I think the future in Destiny is not. It is not, how to put this? It is not like typical games do. It is not Destiny 1, Destiny 2, Destiny 3, Destiny 4, so on and so on. And what fell was my vape box. I'm glad I didn't have it in there, but yeah, it was my vape box. Um, but and I do want to clarify, I do speak weirdly. I do have ranging voice, blah, but it is just me. I don't have like split personality complex. Just to clarify, when I say words, I'm trying my best to say it how I can. My words, what I'm wanting to say versus what I can say, is not exactly the correct path. I'm just trying to flow through what I can actually say. Best way to put it. Um, what was I going to say? I had a point. Uh, Payback or Destiny itself should always be Destiny 2. Or it could be called, instead of Destiny 2 or Destiny 3, as a completely standalone game. Never Destiny at this point because of all the crazy shit. And you know, I am gonna do the war, or not the warlock. This I'm gonna make characters or enemies bounce pads. I'm gonna do the same dungeon, but I'm gonna make enemies bounce pads. Gonna have fun, and I haven't actually tried this build out yet with this button setup, so this might go horribly. I don't think it will. I don't think it can, but it might. Um, I had a point because of all the things that this game has to offer and how much this game has in store. Like for an example, uh, read what this does. And for an example, all these different things have so many different things they can do. And this is free. This is a free to play exotic that gives you Devour that free. Now, I do want to clarify what Devour does because that alone is fucking insane. Literally build making. Right there, that's all you need and you have a build. Because first, Titan, just going through these, look for Devour. There is no way for Titan to easily get Devour. That helmet basically adds a aspect, but better than an aspect because the only equivalent is the Warlock aspect that requires a Void equivalent kill. I believe it requires a Void weapon too now. That requires anything. Anything. I do want to clarify this. It does not say, and I'm going to show you this because it's genuinely really, really fucking game breaking. And this symbol here is Red War. Default vanilla Destiny. That's what's free. This got updated recently ish. I don't know how many episodes it was ago or seasons ago. I believe it was not this episode, last episode, I believe. I believe. Um, but I think it was actually Echoes. Echoes, yeah, it was Echoes, not last. This is sorry. Today, wait, no, tomorrow. Cool. I said because of all this, of how the videos are lining up. I'm actually recording one after another, making one after another, because and videos as in the saga, because I am really wanting to get this out, because while it's flowing, I want to let it flow. But yeah, I don't stay up multiple nights in a row. I only stay up one night. If I have to stay up another night, I will not make it. I can make it one night, two nights. I am literally just going to pass out. I'm going to say, oh, like even in a fire situation where I have no home, I hopefully will have somebody to drive me because I am literally going to be sitting in my car asleep if not. Just nope, I'm sleeping. Gonna deal with that tomorrow. It's gonna burn over there. Wait, because I'm saying I'm laying back already, and then I was saying, wait, turn on my vehicle, back up away from the fire, making sure there's no grass, no nothing to reach me, and just sleep. Even if I have to sleep in the middle of the driveway, because it is a fire, I haven't called the ambulance. I am that fucking tired. I am just sitting down sleeping. Somebody, because I will be living in a neighborhood that most definitely, or some place where people can see me, because I do need to make sure, like, in case of emergency, my house is burning down, I'm not there or something like that. Somebody can call. Because, like, say for example, I'm in the woods, fire spreads everywhere, no one knows what happens, everything burns down. Don't like that. But I had a point. Don't really care. Just yeah, I was talking about staying on multiple nights. You shouldn't even stay on multiple nights yourself because that is just bad for you. But because of how that functions, because it takes a super, not anything else, not even specific things, I have this build here, which is my go-to prismatic build. Sure, I have these builds that are prismatic, which is why they have purple to ease of use, and I even have that I do. I don't think I want to swap that, and that's actually one of my only ones that use double special. I believe I have another one. No, I was thinking about a couple others, but that's my only double special because it's in Gambit. Gambit, if I'm using my melee primarily, that's what I'm going to be using. Because uh, with this, okay, with this exotic, and I'm gonna stop talking about anything else. I'm gonna go back to the gameplay because I don't have long, and I do at least want to get to downward or diving bird. Could call it downward bird, but I prefer to call it diving bird. That was another way I could put it. This build is based off of this exotic. This is another one of these exotics that just make an entire build off of something simple. This is simple. This is straightforward. This is elegant. Even though what it does isn't really that elegant. If you think in like cool animations, it's pretty elegant from the Titan's point of view, or from Titan Friend point of view. It's jump up, slam, jump up, slam, jump up, slam. But not just jump up, slam. It's jump up, turn, aim, look, slam, turn or run, jump up, turn, aim, look, slam. I made this build because of the prophecy dungeon. I kid you not. I made the basis version of this build for the Prophecy Dungeon. And from that point on, I just fucking loved it. Which is why when Strand came out, I loved it even more. Like, that became my new main. And now I'm just loving all of them in tandem because all of these are now so fair and so just varied. And I'm just having such a fun time spicing my flavor palette up. I used to not like spice at all, but I'm actually enjoying getting used to the pain because the pain itself adds flavor. If you can just deal with the spice, like it's like hot food. If you want to eat the hot food very fast, you're going to deal with the pain. That general thing. It's enjoyable and it's still good. And I don't want always spice. Sometimes I'm just not spiced, and a lot of times I just don't want spice. But sometimes a good spice is just what I want. Um, Same with this game. Like I've tried Thunderclap, and going back to this build will be so good if Thunderclap was able to be used in the air. I do think there is room for Thunderclap, and I did talk about this in a previous video, but I do want to talk about this here because I do think this would really work. I am going to go into the game or into the dungeon because I'm running out of time, and I know I can easily do this in 10 minutes with this build. I'm even going to reset this because this is just going to be fucking fast. especially with this build. This build is one of the best builds I have ever made, and I fine-tuned it with this just recently. This has been on it indefinitely, basically, since that release, because it literally just, oh, I don't have to worry about this. And what I was talking about with the exotic says melee. That super counts as a melee. So I have that super ready to go. Use my melee more freely, because the moment it doesn't actually get the kill, I just super a bitch. Be it red bar, gold bar, it doesn't really matter. I just have to guarantee the kill, and then boom, I have the melee again. It's literally, the melee is literally just to get my super, or the super is just to get my melee. There we go. The melee is for everything else. I have my shotgun for slam golden, or slam on a red bar, and then possibly punch the golden boy, because I can also proc that. And dual loader is actually pretty good now. If you don't know, it actually got an animation speed. There we go. Just to show off how it's actually good now, because that allows you to load 2 shots in one go. Which, because of its double up, sorry about that. Yeah, I was talking about Thunderclap. I do want to talk about that a little bit. Because of its double up of that, plus that, you're able to, if you don't want to use, say for example, you just have this double up. You don't have this, because this works with that beautifully. That by itself is very handy though. But because I am using, I thought I was using that. You know what? That's so handy. And I forgot to save that. Uh, Save that as in the video I might make. I actually still am debating. What did I put on it? I don't actually know. Shit. I think I put that on it. Oh yeah, I was gonna wait for uh bolt charge and the new aspect, because of what that's gonna do with that, because that should just make it absolutely fucking gorgeous. Um, okay, so that's actually really good. I'm gonna kick some ass. I don't have a lot of time. What I was talking about, since I can't actually talk about it, since it's just parkour, Thunderclap should not be able to do the full boom, but it should work like not hitting somebody with the Shiver Strike, or being in the air and using shoulder charges. It should cost some of the ability, so it has like a cooldown, but not all of the ability. So while you're in the air, like you get bumped up, you're still able to do something. But I think the bump up, because you're going to want to get back, should be a kick, where it's a thunderous kick in front of you, which does like a shoulder charge amount of energy, doesn't do as maximum damage, but what it is able to do is just absolutely fucking annihilate somebody. Or annihilate a red bar, letting you get out of there. It can also just let you, like, I think, like, get amplified. Like, if you have the new aspect that's going to come out, possibly get amplified. Something. Where it is something extra and just a good movement tool. Where it's primarily the movement tool, but backwards, not forwards. Like that. Ah, fuck, I didn't actually look at what it was. Gonna head back. Also, this melee is gonna get seriously buffed. I forget in all the ways, but it's gonna get seriously buffed next episode. Dose fish, dose fish, dose fish. There's you, snake, info snake. That's either burping dragon or the other bird. This is Uno fish, dose fish. I'm sorry, trying to map it out. I call a lot of these, and I said all that so you can actually hear the names I call things. I'm not doing this properly. Oh yeah, to balance out the one shots that I was talking about. Instead of just running around and hearing the thuds, you should actually hear an electric zap coming around them, where it's and it's constant, where it's fucking loud. It sounds like a super when they do that, but at the same time, it's doing more damage in PvE and PvP to make it feel like it's doing more damage, kind of thing. You know what? Cease. Did I kill the one I needed to? I believe I did. And I do actually just say cease and cease your existence and stuff like that because of shit like that. And that was also where I just was. That is Uno fish. And I say dos and uno because it is just a cool way to say, and I do genuinely mean cool way, not funny way, cool way to say uno or 1 and 2. I just like it. I like language. Even though I suck at it. Yeah, I do need to test this. Did it? No, I didn't reload off of that. But did that? Hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. And that's why I have the scout rifle. And I'm still able to reload there because I shot one extra shot. Like it's, or I shot an extra shot before actually being able to do what I needed to do. Fuck. I went a little bit too far. Wait, is that Sassy Bird? No, that's you fish. Or not you fish. You snake. I don't know. I said fish. Also, strafe lift here is what I'm using, and that's what allowed me to get the distance and the overall. This is where I'm wanting to get to. I cannot wait for the bonus that this is going to get. Amplified is going to be this subclass's missing thing of extra control. U-Snake, cool. That's Infosnake. U-Snake is down that way. There's an endless pit there, so I can't. I'm saying that for your purposes, because right now I should be able to. Ah, if I had a shoulder charge. Shit. Okay. If I had somebody to play with there, I would be able to get respawn and I have to worry about it. But if they die, it's oh shit, everyone has to respawn. They die as in one or two more because it's up to 3 players, even though that's just 6 there. Now, I'm not going to do that again because I only have 4 minutes. It's 3 minutes actually now because it's 57, and I'm not going to edit this video because I don't like editing full nerd videos or a lot of nerd videos. This is maximum nerd, which is why it's called max nerd. I am a nerd. I do talk a lot in my videos. I wish I had somebody to talk to in my videos consistently, like every Monday and Friday recording, so I'm able, or Saturday technically, I think. I don't. I have it at midnight in a day, so at night when everyone's going to bed, I can actually just have fun. Where I can relax, people aren't just doing things. My a lot of different problems. One of them is my dad has a broken back, and yet he keeps wanting to bend. And I'm the only one that can actually help him because I'm the one that knows exactly what to do because of different things here and there. Like it sucks, and that's why I have to go up and down, I have to do a whole lot, which is why I don't like having to kick it up a notch. I'm having to always kick it up a notch in my house. And I don't like having to kick it up a notch in PvP or PvE, especially in not comp. In comp, trials, in anything that I'm expecting to get sweated on. And I was sweating to an extent. I do want to clarify. This, I do want to admit, is kind of sweaty, but it's not. Use a shotgun, and I'm genuinely okay with trying to fight you. I can't do anything really against you if you're abusing it, but a little flavoring of it. Okay, in comp, abuse the fucker. Do what you want to do. It's literally legalized torture at that point. In comp, you're literally meant to suffer. Both ends. It's suffering both ends, which is why in high-end competitive in Marvel Rivals has a ban system and a protection system, which is pretty cool. But it's suffering in both directions. You're meant to make your technically okay. Technically, your allies or enemies are going to suffer, which is why suffering both ways. You're meant to make the enemy suffer, where you're meant to make your allies absolutely prosper, kind of thing. But yeah, with all that said, and this is kind of sweating because of the ranges and the fact that I never have to worry about special ammo and all these different things that I really work for. Like, for an example, I don't care about killing the kill. KD is not something I care about. KD does not matter in literally every single game. And excuse me if you heard any of that, but I think I muted fast enough. Unmuted. Hopefully, I didn't unmute faster than my burp. But KD has never mattered at all because KD does not show the entire picture. Even in Call of Duty. Call of Duty, you could have a terrible KD and actually be playing the game pretty well. With all that said, shown and done, I hope y'all enjoyed the video, and I will catch you on the next one. This bit in here for those that genuinely enjoy my content and want to know more about me. The reason why I love this dungeon is because of this view and the fact that you go from here, down there, down on that glowy bit even, all the way through and up. That is where the final boss fight actually is. And you see the dungeon the entire time. It's like Spire of the Watcher, but Taken. And the Taken is what I love. I love the swirly bits. I love how it's just a void. And some places literally just are a void. All of this is in the Taken City or the Dreaming City. Taken. It's like this because of a curse. It technically, even in the Taken realm, should look a lot better, which is incredible to think about. Um, Now, thank you for watching the video up to this point. This is like a cherry on top, and again, thank you. I hope one day everyone that watches this video has their grand moment, their grand thing, and figure out what they're grandly designed to do. And I say they are because they designed that destiny. Now, with that also said, have a good rest of y'all's day too. It's not as grand and regal, but it's as important.